What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm finally going to be trying Glamlite for the very first time. I bought some palettes back in, was that November now? God, it seems like so long ago. I bought these two palettes. These are the palettes I'm going to be using today. I'm wearing a hat that kind of like color-wise like goes with the palettes. Not thematically though. This is Batman. This is Scooby-Doo. It's different. Oh, I cut my hair, by the way. Whenever I cut my hair, I do it myself. I don't know if I've mentioned that on the channel before, but I do cut my hair myself. I don't pay for haircuts. But anyway, I bought these back in, I think, November in the Black Friday sales. You know what? No, I skipped the Black Friday sale. I bought these later on. They had another sale, I think, in like November, and I got them for like 15% off because I wasn't sure that I was ready to dive into this brand, but these palettes were on my mind, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna get them. You guys in my comments were telling me consistently how much you love this brand, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And I also didn't know how long these ones were gonna be around for, and I didn't want to regret not getting them. Later in the video, I want to talk a little bit about how excited I am about their new palette, by the way, but that'll be later. So, hopefully you enjoy. I'm going to be doing a look using both palettes. This beautiful one here, which is a little more dark and delicious. And then this one here, some of the mattes are pretty dark in this one, but overall it's a little bit of a brighter vibe. I guess before I get into it, I'll tell you really quick what I have on my face. I'm wearing my Lancome foundation and concealer. I did set my face using the Kaleidos setting powder, but I didn't end up using either of these because I used my one size face palette instead. I used the contour and I think this is supposed to be like a sculpting shade. On my cheeks, I did use this Odin's Eye blush, and for highlighter, I actually went in with the ColourPop, or rather Soul Body highlighter. What is it called? Find the Book, from the Hocus Pocus 2 collab, and they're so hard to open. This is what it looks like. It's a beautiful green highlighter, really nice. I also have the Odin's Eye green highlighter, but I swatched them both on the back of my hand, and I decided to go with this one today because it's a little bit more cool toned, and also it's a little bit smoother. I'm wearing this on my lips. This is Sweet Stuff from ColourPop. I don't know if this one's still available. I feel like I got this one on sale like a while back, but there's that. By the way, we're joined by my lovely, my Snorlax. My husband has decided to just buy me a bunch of Pokemon plushies. I'm also going to be getting the Charmander version of this little guy, so that's my sleepy Squirtle. And I am expecting a sleepy Charmander to be arriving, I don't know, some point today or something like that. But anywho, let the games begin, right? So let's have a look at this. I'm going to start with just mattes, and then I'll figure out shimmers and stuff later. I want like the same amount of depth on the outer corner for both eyes. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do this eye, or this palette on one eye and this palette on the other one, but I might change my mind as I go. I'm going to just start with this. This is like the deepest shade in this palette. And I'm going to do my outer corner, my outer, you know what? Not even my outer corner. I'm going to take it up here. Just do it right there. I'm going to try my hardest to get every shade of matte on my eye, one way or another. So, and I don't have like a ton of these small brushes, so we'll see how this works out. I'm gonna have to try to get the brush nice and clean after every shade that I use. All right, I'm gonna leave that like that for now, and then I'm gonna take the blue shade here, the dark blue, and I'm gonna put it, I think I'm gonna put it on the lid. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, that's really nice. That's really beautiful. That went on so nicely for such a deep dark blue. I mean, I mostly just packed it on, So we'll see once I start kind of blending things a little bit, we'll see how that goes, but that's beautiful so far. Okay, now I want to do something like that on this side using this palette. I don't really know what looks deeper, this one or this one. I'm going to give them a little swatch. You know what? I think I'm going to take the blue shade up top and then do the green on the lid. Or do I want to do the opposite? Okay, I've already changed my mind. I'm going to actually do the blue on the lid and the green above it. So yesterday, at least as I'm filming this, because I'm filming on Friday, you'll see this on Sunday, but yesterday for me, Glamlite actually finally revealed their very secretive Valentine's Day collection that they had kind of teased previously. Those are like almost the same shade, but honestly this one's a bit more like a dark navy. I mean, they're both, I guess, like a navy blue, but this one's just a little bit more like vibrant, whereas this one is almost like black or gray. But yeah, they announced their new collab palette. It's going to be releasing on Valentine's Day, and it is in collaboration with Chucky. That color story, you guys, like, yes, the concept is great, but that color story is calling to me. I love a deep, dark, like red, gray, black, like grungy, moody, goth color story. If I ever like did a collab palette with a brand, there's a very strong possibility that that is the kind of thing that I would do. I mean, I guess it would be depending on what they would want for the collab, right? Like, I'm flexible, I could do something else, but if they were down to clown with that, that would definitely be what I would do. It's kind of funny to me that this is more muted on this side, because I mean, this palette seems a little more vibrant, but this one is so far more actually colorful, even though it looks a bit darker. I'm wondering though if maybe just the packaging is what makes it look darker, and these are actually similar depth palettes. These don't have names, by the way. The shades don't have names. I'm going to do this one next on this eye. So as you can see, for this look, I'm not doing a ton of overlap or blending. Like, there is going to be some blending, but it's not top priority. I want these shades to kind of stand on their own. Okay, so now on the other eye, I'm going to go in with this green shade here. I've been using the same brush for all of these shades. So the question is, am I going to buy the Chucky palette, or am I going to wait? Because there's another release coming out on Valentine's Day that was also just announced that I'm so hyped for and so excited about. This is cool so far. I'm really enjoying this so far. For the inner corner area, I'm going to take this shade here on this eye. This is such like a swampy, like a pea green. Wow, that's really cool. But yeah, the other release that was announced was the new Odin's Eye collection in collaboration with 3 YouTubers that I actually really like. Oh, I look like I have it. I look like I have some kind of wound or something, or like a black eye or something. I gotta tone that down a little bit. Gonna use this one on the inner part of this eye, this kind of lighter purple. But yeah, the creators that collabed with Odin's Eye on this collection are all creators who I love, who I really enjoy. Batty Bean is one of them. I think I might be the most excited for her palette. Her palette is really damn nice looking. How do you feel about this so far? I think I need to do a little bit more blending where the darker shade meets like the middle shade on both eyes. But the other two YouTubers who are part of this collab are Amanda from Makeup Just for Fun, who was one of the very first YouTubers that I started watching. The other girl that they're collabing with is actually Lauren May from Lauren May Beauty, and I love her so much. I enjoy just watching her videos. I don't even have to really particularly care at all about what she's talking about. I just like hearing her talk. Like, I love her personality. I feel like we would get along really well if we ever like met in person. So seeing that Odin's Eye was collabing with these girls who I love, I got so excited. Like, you have no idea. I was like giddy because I love these girls so much. And I honestly, like, I really was not planning on buying any more eyeshadow for kind of a while, because honestly I have so freaking much. And I actually, last night I was thinking about all the things that I need to be dipping into and trying and like using, and I started to like get a little bit panicked because like I feel like I have so much. You guys, I have so much. I have too much. So, you know, if I think about it too much, it gives me a little bit of anxiety because I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna, I have to like try all of these damn palettes. But I mean, whatever, like it's not actually that serious. Some of the palettes that I have, I'm like putting a lot of pressure on myself to use them for YouTube. And like, for instance, with these two palettes that I'm trying today, I wanted to do a video, like first time trying Glamlite. And so here I am finally doing it, but these have just been sitting around, and not just these. When I put in my initial order with Glamlite, I ordered this. This is the Chocolate Martini palette, gorgeous neutral palette. Have not been able to use it because I'm like, oh, I gotta do my video. Then, in case you were unaware, I also at Marshall's found this bad boy, gorgeous, also from Glamlite. Also have not used yet because of, I mean, things. I found both of these. This is the blue Hershey's collab palette and the purple Hershey's collab palette. Have not used either of. This gorgeous icy collab palette, which I love, and I might do like a Valentine's Day look with this just before Valentine's Day. I mean, now that I've like finally tried the brand, I can just use these and like do whatever, post something on my Instagram or something. I'm not going to feel all that pressure. Thank God. But then I saw this one today. I was at Marshall's. I found the blue one. That's exciting. Speaking of which, while I was at Marshall's, I also grabbed this. This is one of the BH Nude Ego palettes, the purple one. You like can't see because of the glare, but I think this is beautiful. Also, not that long ago, and I didn't show this on the channel, I got this from Sephora because it was like half off. And I'm Rouge now, so it's just like, yeah, sure, no minimum for shipment. I'll just buy that. I don't know. I'm just going nuts. And like, the reason I thought of this one is because it's a little bit similar to this one. They're both purple palettes that are kind of intended to have some wearability, so they're kind of similar. And also I have this purple palette. I now have both of these blue palettes. There's for sure a lot of redundancy going on in my collection right now, which is kind of stressing me out a little bit because I'm like, why did I buy all these things? But I just think that they're fun, you know? Like, I just think it's fun, and I want to be having fun with them. And so I keep stressing. I'm going to take this beautiful blue under my eye over on this side. With this, we'll see how this goes. So, like, I don't want to be stressing over the idea of using these things, and I don't want it to be, like, a cause for stress. I really just want it to be loads and loads of fun, which is the intention, you know, when I buy these things. Oh boy, is this gonna make me look like I have a black eye? Sure will. Ha! Okay, that's kind of cute though. I like that. Okay, so this is officially every matte from the Ruh Roh Raggy? Yeah, the Ruh Roh Raggy palette. Oh my God, I didn't say the names of the palettes in the beginning. Look at me being the worst. But yeah, this is the the last matte for this palette. I'm about to use the last matte in the other palette as well. And then we will see what we can do with shimmers. Is that cool? I don't know. Let's finish this eye and then we'll just see. Or at least finish the mattes on this eye. I'm going to do the last shade from this palette on my under eye. So it's like this kind of bluish green. These intense shades are definitely like, they can give the impression of like a bruise or a black eye. So I'm trying really hard to like make it look cute and intentional. So worried that my eyes are going to start tearing. Whenever I do anything with my lower lash line, my eyes will immediately start to tear. Okay, now that I have all these colors down, I do want to do some blending. I think this is looking cute so far. I don't know. Is it? I'm trying to not blend this down. I'm trying to just like soften the edge. It feels like my eyes are ready to frickin' tear. But I like dread the thought of accidentally bringing a shade like this down when I blend it, because I don't want to look like a corpse. Do I look like a corpse? Maybe a little. My eye is definitely tearing. Oh my gosh. The struggle, you guys. The struggle. I feel like I didn't finish talking about how excited I am about the new palettes. But I think as of right now, my decision is I am going to support those lovely ladies and I'm going to get those Odin's Eye palettes. Not because I need them. Definitely not because I need them. But because I want to support them. And I mean, I do think that they're beautiful, beautiful palettes. I don't know. Like, I don't know which one I'm the most excited for. I feel like maybe Betty Jean's palette. But they really are all so beautiful. I mean, Amanda's palette, just looking at those shadows in the pan, so beautiful. Lauren's palette, it has some neutrals in there, but it also has that very like ocean, sea, blue, kind of green kind of story going on. So nice. So I'm blending out over here. Oh, actually, I was going to be like, oh, I don't know if it's blending out the way I want it to, but you know what? It is. It is. I just gotta take my time. With these darker blue and green shades, you just really have to kind of take your time blending them out. Just be patient, take it easy. They can get a little patchy if you aren't gentle with them. No big swooping motions, just going in and blending it as easy as I can. Keeping my movements kind of concentrated, because if I start just going all over the place, that's when it will start to get crazy and it'll start to get patchy. How do we feel about this? I think I like this. And I don't wear false lashes or anything, so I have to be able to make this drama work for me without kind of partially hiding some of the intense color under lashes. I might do mascara today, though. Is today going to be a mascara day? I have to keep in mind as well, as I'm doing this, that I have somewhere to be. Okay, I think I'm pretty satisfied with the blend on these mattes as I continue to blend this one spot. But, yeah, I think that I'm ready for shimmer. What do you think? Okay, so now seeing these swatched out, I basically pretty much know what I want to do, but can I also just say that I cannot believe how nice these are? Like, they're gorgeous, and they feel so nice. Like I went in with my fingers, look at me, I'm a mess, and they feel so nice. I didn't want to like stop rubbing them because they felt so nice. I actually squashed this one to death a little bit as I was swatching it because it's so soft, and I was just mushing it, and it just died a little bit. On this eye, I swatched these on like the opposite hands. Oh, ooh, I don't know. Okay. I feel a little bit more sure about what I want to do on the other eye. So let's look at that. So on this eye, I think this will be my lid shade, but I do want to take maybe this on the outer part because I do want some shimmer there, but I want it to be darker. What else? I might put some of this underneath. And I don't know. Do you think I could use this? Because it's got like this beautiful shift. I don't think that will actually work on my inner corner. I don't know what I could do for the inner corner. I don't think any of these will necessarily work. I might have to leave it matte. I feel like for the inner corner on this side, I could probably use this. I mean, do I want to like mix and match? Do I want to maybe throw this on the inner corner on this eye? That might work. Okay, so just starting with this deep shimmer. Here. I'm just gonna like pat it onto the brush. I don't want to like dig in too much. This is just gonna go like literally like here. This is absolutely stunning. Like, holy cow. Now that I'm like playing with these shimmers, I'm like, you know what? Screw the mattes. Who even cares about the mattes? These shimmers are amazing. Oh my god. I'm wondering though if they're gonna crease on me because these like really creamy, intense shimmers do have a tendency to crease on me, like the Beauty Bay shimmers. The only like really creamy shimmer formula that doesn't crease on me, or at least not right away, is the ColourPop Super Shock formula. Most things eventually crease on me because I'm cleaning my brush, by the way, because my eyes are very deep set, very hooded, very oily. So I'm taking the lighter shade over here now. So, you know, oh my gosh. What I was trying to say is it's not uncommon for things to crease on me. You know, and it's not even like a matter really of like formula. For most things, everything will eventually crease on me. That's just how it is. The only thing that the different formulas affect really is how quickly things will crease on me. But if I get to know a formula, I can kind of get to know how to use it and make it a little more long lasting for me. That's so beautiful. I love it. I feel like I made it sound like formula doesn't matter. Like, of course formula matters, but what matters more is me knowing how that formula is going to work with the way that I do my shadows. Wow, I'm just gonna run this all the way across. Because it's stunning. I might have to go back in and blend those edges again with that brush like I used before, but that's really, really beautiful. On the inner corner on this eye, I think I am going to take the, so it's like a duochrome. I hate that they don't have names. This one here. I'm going to use that on the inner corner on this eye. I hope this works. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, I think it's coming off a bit too dark. Oh no! Okay, we're gonna go back to that because I think I have some ideas of how to fix that a little bit. But in the meantime, let's go work on the other eye. I think I'm gonna make this eye a little more green, so I'm gonna take this super deep one here, which is that, put it on the outer part of the lid here. Don't want to completely cover the deeper kind of blue shade, but just kind of go over the outer part. Now let's actually take this shade and put it on the rest of the lid, and then I'll take that more lime green on the inner corner. I have to remember to tap my brush off because these bad boys will definitely give fallout. Wow, that is nice. That's really, really nice. So beautiful. I'm taking the more limey green on the inner corner. I was a little unsure when I put this lip color on about how I felt about it in the context of like the color stories of the palettes, but it looks really, really nice as of now with the way things are turning out. See how bright and beautiful that is? Oh my god. I think for the under eye here, I'm actually going to use this shade from the other palette. Just kind of go down there. This shade here. Since we did use one shade from this palette on the other eye, do a little exchange. Use one shade from this palette on this eye. Did I say that correctly? We used one shade from the other palette on the other eye. And now we're using one shade from this palette on this eye. Okay. I think I said that right. Okay, before we start blending this, because it looks like it needs to be blended a little bit, I want to go into this inner corner here and kind of fix the fact that it looks so dark now. I'm going to use this same brush, the shader brush, or yeah, shader brush that I've been using for these shimmers, and I'm going to just soften these edges of this shimmer a little. Oh no, I might just fix that with some concealer. Oh yeah, I'm definitely going to have to fix that with concealer. It's super dark there now. Okay, so I blended that out a little bit. So I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to take this one. This is like a flat kind of dense brush, and I'm going to take that lighter shade and I'm going to kind of sculpt. A lot of fallout. I'm going to sculpt around where I put that shimmer, just so that it does actually get a bit brighter. Ooh, I brought it down a little far. Whatever, I already need to correct that with my concealer. So that kind of brought that, I guess, trust the process. I don't know, this eye might be a little bit screwed, but that did make it light again, and then you can still see that shimmer in the middle. But now, maybe it's too late, maybe not. I'm gonna do some blending using this brush that I used before, and I'm just gonna, oh boy, I'm gonna really try to just soften everything that we have going on here. Oh gosh. Okay, so trying to just like blend the edge is not working. I'm gonna take some of my concealer on this little brush, and I'm gonna like follow a similar principle to like doing a cut crease, where I'm just kind of gonna cover some of that up. Look, I tried so hard to like aggressively blend, but it ended up just kind of blending it outward. So we're just gonna do some concealer work and see if it is successful. I mean, it's doing it. It's coming along. This is what I get for using a shimmer that's too dark on my inner corner. But it's okay. Now I kind of feel like I have to take some over here, just because now I look a little bit too light on that part of me, because it's covering up kind of everything and brightening everything. So I'm just going to kind of match that brightness just a tiny bit. Okay, so I just reapplied a little bit of blush just in the areas that I just covered, just because it was looking kind of pale. And now I'm just going in and doing some blending on the edges of the eye look. And hopefully this will all come together. Okay, folks, so off camera I did go in with some mascara because I felt like the drama of this look kind of needed that. So I did use my Bad Gal Bang mascara, the only one that I own, the one that was gifted to me by my buddy Nicole. And then I did go in on the waterline with some ColourPop eyeliners. I used on this side the green shade called Catsuit. And then on this side, I started by going in with this one called Piggy Bank, but it was a little too light. So I ended up going back over it with this one called Charmer. And yeah, that's the finished look. I also kind of blended everything off camera. How did I do? Did I achieve the goal of making it not look so horrible and insane? Do I look like I have two black eyes? I don't know. You tell me. This eye definitely looks darker just in general, but that's just because of the palette. But I mean, I think I like the way this eye looks better just because I do have that nice highlight in the inner corner and I do prefer that. But this eye is really cool too. I really love this shimmer, this one down here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Before I started filming, I was like questioning how I felt about this lip shade, but now that everything is on, I think it looks fine. I forgot to mention, by the way, that I did top it before with a Fenty Gloss Bomb in the shade Hot Chocolate Fantasy. It's one of those ones that I've mentioned. It was in like the holiday set a couple years ago. I can't get it anymore. But I did put that on top, so that's why it looks glossy. Overall thoughts on the palettes, overall thoughts on my experience with this brand so far. These shimmers are absolutely incredible. So beautiful, so amazing. Very soft though. I don't know if it's like that in all of their palettes, but just be careful because they are super duper soft and super duper prone to fallout. I think I'm okay today, but super duper prone to fallout, so just be careful of that. I was aware of that. Just like based on how they felt, I figured there was going to be a lot of fallout, so I was very careful about that today. I don't know how I should be wearing this hat right now. What if I put it like that? But yeah, just be aware of the fallout, you know, if you use these bad boys at home. I don't know if anybody's like looking to this as like a recommendation type of thing. I would recommend these palettes. They are really nice, but I don't necessarily know if that's why anybody's here. I feel like if you're here and you're watching this channel, you're probably just like want to see me use these things. I don't know. I feel like there's something slightly novel about my channel. But anyway, if you're here for a recommendation, I do recommend them. But yeah, be careful of fallout. Also be careful of fallout with the mattes. I was very careful with them as well. There's not like a ton of kick up in any of these pans. I mean, I don't know why I'm showing you as if I would have like left the kick up there, but you can kind of see I didn't make huge dents in any of these by dipping in the mattes. I mean, the shimmers, it's a different story. But yeah, just careful of fallout. They did blend beautifully for being such deep, intense colors. Like, really pleased with that. Why is this hat throwing me off so much? Like, I don't know what I want to do, but I don't want to take it off. That's not cute. Okay, let's just go back to this. Anyway, I do hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm excited to be getting into more of these palettes in the future. Let me know if there are any that you want to see me actually use right here on the channel. How do you like the mascara, by the way? How did I do? I should probably get like a lash curler. I have some weird lashes that do funky things and they kind of drive me crazy. But anyway, yeah, so my next video will be up. I think I'm going to film a bonus video for Tuesday, Valentine's Day, and then also have my Wednesday video, but none of that is set in stone yet. That's just kind of the plan. We'll see what happens. And then other than that, I'm also supposed to be doing a collab. I won't tell you with who. I won't tell you what the collab is yet, but I have not had time to like do the things that I need to do to get ready for that collab, because this weekend, it's all been very kind of busy and hectic. So I'm going to have to do what I need to do for that. Am I going to do that tomorrow? Am I going to have time to do that tomorrow? I don't know. We'll see. I might be filming another video tomorrow. If you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. I mean, if you liked it. If you hated it, whatever. Who the hell makes it this far into a video that they don't like, though? But if you did enjoy, please like, please subscribe. I upload every Wednesday and every Sunday. Probably gonna have a bonus video this Tuesday. If not, I'm sorry I disappointed you. But yeah, my Instagram is also that dude in makeup with an underscore between every word. I said this before in a video, but I don't know. I just thought that sounded more Instagram-y. Don't hate me, I don't know. Check me out on there, and I'll be seeing you on probably Valentine's Day. But yeah, check me out on there, and I will probably be seeing you guys on Valentine's Day. If not, my regularly scheduled Wednesday video will definitely be happening. Pow pow, stay tuned. Let me know in the comments which look you like better from my two-toned look.